The Golden Tree. Chapter 1, The Promise. In the quaint village of Oakwood, surrounded by lush green fields and dense forests, lived a humble farmer named Elias. He was known for his kindness and honesty. Elias lived with his wife, Maria, and their two children, Lily and Tom. The family lived a simple yet happy life, relying on their small piece of land for sustenance. One sunny morning, as Elias was plowing his field, he stumbled upon a glistening object buried in the soil. He bent down and gently brushed the dirt away, revealing a tiny golden seed. Amazed by his discovery, Elias carefully placed the seed in his pocket and continued his work, eager to show his family. That evening, as the family gathered around the dinner table, Elias shared his discovery. "Look what I found today," he said, holding up the golden seed. The children's eyes widened in wonder. "Father, what kind of seed is that?" Tom asked, his voice filled with curiosity. "I don't know, my boy," Elias replied. "But it feels special. I think we should plant it and see what happens." With unanimous excitement, the family decided to plant the seed in their garden. They chose a spot near the old oak tree, where the soil was rich and fertile. Elias carefully placed the seed in the ground, covering it with soil and watering it gently. Chapter 2, The Miracle. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The golden seed sprouted and grew into a magnificent tree with leaves that shimmered like gold. The villagers were astonished by the tree's beauty and flocked to Elias' garden to witness the miracle. As the tree grew taller, it bore fruits that were unlike any the villagers had ever seen. The fruits were golden and radiated a soft, warm light. Elias and his family marveled at the sight and wondered if the fruits were edible. One day, Elias decided to taste a fruit. He plucked one from the tree and took a small bite. To his amazement, the fruit was delicious and filled him with an overwhelming sense of peace and happiness. He shared the fruit with his family, and they too experienced the same feeling of contentment. Word of the miraculous tree spread far and wide. People from neighboring villages and towns came to see the golden tree and taste its fruits. Elias and his family welcomed everyone with open arms, sharing the fruits generously. Chapter 3, The Temptation. Among the visitors was a wealthy merchant named Victor. He was known for his greed and cunning ways. When Victor saw the golden tree, he was immediately consumed by a desire to possess it. He approached Elias with an offer. "Elias, my friend," Victor said, feigning kindness. "This tree of yours is truly remarkable. I would like to buy it from you. Name your price, and I will pay it." Elias shook his head. "This tree is not for sale, Victor. It is a gift from nature, and its fruits are meant to be shared with everyone." Victor's eyes narrowed. He was not used to being refused. "Think about it, Elias. With the money I offer, you could live a life of luxury. You and your family would never have to worry about anything again." But Elias stood firm. "No amount of money can buy the happiness this tree brings. It is a treasure for all, not for one man's greed." Angered by Elias' refusal, Victor left the village, vowing to find a way to claim the tree for himself. Chapter 4, The Test. One night, as the village slept peacefully, Victor returned with a group of men. Under the cover of darkness, they attempted to uproot the golden tree. However, as soon as they touched it, the tree emitted a blinding light, and they were thrown back by an invisible force. The commotion woke the villagers, who rushed to Elias' garden. They saw Victor and his men lying on the ground, dazed and frightened. Elias approached the tree, his heart heavy with sadness. Why did you try to steal the tree, Victor? Elias asked. Its fruits are freely given to all who come with good intentions. Victor hung his head in shame. I was blinded by greed, Elias. I am sorry for my actions. Elias sighed. The golden tree is a reminder that true happiness comes from sharing and kindness, not from hoarding wealth. Let this be a lesson for all of us. Chapter 5, The Wisdom. From that day on, Victor changed his ways. He became a generous man, helping those in need and sharing his wealth with the less fortunate. The villagers, inspired by Elias' wisdom and the golden tree's miracle, embraced the values of kindness and generosity. The golden tree continued to thrive, its fruits bringing joy and peace to everyone who tasted them. Elias and his family remained humble and content, knowing that they had been entrusted with a precious gift. And so, the village of Oakwood flourished, a beacon of hope and compassion for all who heard its story. The golden tree stood tall and proud, a testament to the power of kindness and the beauty of a selfless heart.